Right, now the Thabo Madilola Foundation and Kagiso Adventure Club will be commemorating World AIDS Day by hosting an 8-kilometer fun hike aimed at raising dignity packs for young girls and boys. Now, schools that stand to benefit are those of young people living with disabilities. Joining us now to tell us a little bit more about this initiative is Thabo, Madilola and Tebogo, Kgomanyane. Kagiso. Thank you very much indeed for joining us, gentlemen. It was a while ago when we first spoke about this initiative, and finally it's here. So tell us once again, what is it all about? What are you trying to do?
Tomorrow is the day. Finally it arrived, and the whole thing is to try and give dignity back, especially to the young boys and the young girls living with disabilities. We've already identified 3 schools that are going to benefit. One is in Northwest Christiana School for the Blind, and 2 they are here in Johannesburg. One is in Alexandra, one in Lyndhurst, and 16 of the young students that are going to benefit will be joining us tomorrow at Kloof-en-Daal. All of this is to give dignity back to these young boys and girls.
All right, tell me about this dignity pack. What's in there?
For a young girl,
boys and girls,
yes. For a young girl, you're gonna get a sanitary towel, a toothbrush, a toothpaste, a roll-on, a body lotion, and other stuff. For the young boys, it's gonna be the same. And people will wonder, like, why you give a sanitary towel to a young boy? But don't forget that that young boy will have a sister, a cousin, or somebody that he knows back home. Right. So we're not discriminating.
And we'll talk a little bit more about why you chose those gifts, but let's turn to you a little bit, Tebogo. Yeah. Adventures is what you do, and this is what you're trying to do tomorrow, and it should be fun. Although some people will say, how can 8 kilometers be fun?
Oh yes, we do it in a fun way. 8 kilometers is a very moderate hike. We take it slow, we take it with a very good pace. We're having a lot of kids from the schools that will be benefiting, are joining us. So it's very important that part of the adventure we introduce the fun element. I think most importantly is the message that we want to deliver tomorrow. It is World AIDS Day. We're wearing bands here that say stay safe. That's the ultimate message that we want to deliver, but in an absolute fun way, where we accommodate the slow walkers, the fast walkers. Everyone is going to be enjoying this walk tomorrow.
Right, and it's not too late to participate. When and where?
So we're doing this at Kloof-en-Daal. We're starting at 7:30 for 8 o'clock. It's not too late to participate. Entrance is free, and all we're asking is for the dignity packs so that we can contribute, so we can benefit more children. But that's where we're going to start tomorrow morning. We're all excited. We've got the World AIDS Day guides coming up as well to do some tests for us, HIV, blood tests. So it's going to be fun, and it's an element of B.O.B. and a family gathering as well.
All right, so Thabo, let's go back to you a little bit about, you've told us what's in the pack aimed at young boys and girls, but in particular, you're targeting schools, learners with disabilities. Tell us a bit about why.
I was very fortunate enough to be a part of the Trek for Mandela, going to Kilimanjaro. And when you look, like the other time when you asked me, everybody's doing it. And it's the truth, everybody's doing it. And we've been concentrating on the mainstream schools, those we take that they are, impoverished. But this year, when I went back home, Mafikeng, to distribute, I was approached by the Council of Blind in Northwest that, please, can you look this way? And it hits me that, already they are disadvantaged. And you can imagine if I'm disadvantaged like that, I don't have a toothbrush, I don't have a roll-on. That is why now we said, can't we do this? Can we be the in-between? Like when we come back from Kilimanjaro, we know that we're going to see them again next year. Can we be that buffer in between, in the meantime?
And I would imagine, Thabo, that in a sort of environment like this, there's that spirit that people have when they're doing something together.
Oh, yes.
For a common purpose and a good cause.
Oh yes, absolutely. We hike for fun, and it's even more fulfilling when we start linking a purpose to it. And we see young boys, we see young girls, we see disabled people, people living with a disability. And if you can do an active sport or a hiking in a fun way that has a purpose. I think people resonate with that and they like it, and that's why we're maturing towards that now, saying let's hike for a purpose, but let's have fun while we do it.
All right, so if you say to people, let's go running tomorrow, they'll know exactly what to wear and what to put on.
Oh yes.
Your advice for people who show up tomorrow, maybe this is their first hike, what do they put on, what do they wear, what must they bring?
You know, the most vital important thing is bring a sun hat. We want to protect yourself. Bring a sun hat, bring water along, and then wear comfortable shoes, even techies, that's okay. And then put some sunscreen on, just to protect your skin. And most importantly, just wear your normal clothes at home. Tracksuits, little vests. If it turns out to be windy, bring a jacket just in case. But you should be comfortable. You should be able to be relaxed and walking at a nice pace and having fun.
Take your time.
Take your time, enjoy it.
And talk to the person next to you.
Exactly, because it's not a competition.
Yeah.
It's not. It's a fun, you know. And then, I mean, like the whole thing is at the same time interacting with people that you don't know, you know. And the whole purpose to know that the whole purpose is we give because we know how it is to be without.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Gents, thanks very much indeed. We wish you the best with this fantastic initiative, and we look forward to having a chat afterwards about how it went.
And I hope you're coming, Peter.
Hey,
He promised to come.
Yes. Thank you very much.
All right, okay, so we're going to continue a little bit.